Welcome. Does penitent saint sometimes seem like an oxymoron? Well, only if you think that a saint wasn't an actual human being. The thing about Christianity is that we acknowledge that all human beings are sinners, even the saints. The difference between the saints and the rest of us is how they dealt with their sinfulness. Let's consider this 17th century image of the tears of St. Peter. Peter was top dog as an apostle. Jesus knew that the authorities would come after him and he'd be leaving the earthly realm. He trusted Peter with the whole operation. Peter swore his love for Jesus all over the place, but when push came to shove, Peter denied Jesus 3 times after Jesus was arrested. Then, when the rooster crowed, Peter realized what he had done, just as Jesus had predicted, and he ran off and wept. At least, that's how the story is told in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Thus, the title of the painting, The Tears of St. Peter. What strikes me the most about this painting is Peter's crumpledness and the big, earthy-colored cloak wrapped around him. To me, the cloak emphasizes that Peter, like everyone else, is part of God's creation and is thus fallible. Notice, though, there are 2 bits of color on Peter that suggest the blueness that symbolizes the spiritual realm, as if the earth-color cloak emphasizes Peter's fallenness, but the heavenly bluishness of the teal in that layer beneath the cloak reminds us that human beings were made in the image and likeness of God. So, where is the heavenly blue in you? How covered is it by your earthiness? Notice also the keys thrown onto the stone next to Peter. Peter's often depicted with the keys, the symbol of his power, his authority, his saintliness. But here he has discarded that symbol of earthly authority, preferring instead to be metaphorically naked and human before God. This is penitence. No negotiation, no self-defense, just owning what he did wrong. So think about it. Do you negotiate with God, or do you just name what you did wrong? Let's take a closer look at Peter's face. There's no negotiation there either. I wonder if this is the condition for feeling God's forgiveness. Peter's tears are visible, but they're not excessive. There's more of the dismay of letting down someone you love. Notice that there's no fear in Peter's face. This isn't penitence born of fear. This is penitence rooted in love of God. To me, the artist has captured the kind of penitence that Christians are called to. Fear was used as a lever for too long. It's time to reawaken the love of God as a reason to avoid evil. What moves you to repent? Are you ready to clear your loving relationship with God? Notice the break in the clouds behind Peter. I wonder if this is the artist's way of reminding viewers that God's mercy is always there, that we may not be able to see it from our perspective. Peter's not looking in that direction. He may not notice it, but it is there. Can you imagine God being merciful with you? How would that make you feel? Does that open a place for you to practice penitence today? Thank you for watching. God bless.